we fade up on a hotel room in Yakima. At the bottom of the screen, it says October 20th, 2017. Our 4 agents have just finished contacting their handler, who told them that they are to finish the mission. What that mission now entails is a human sacrifice to banish the Darkened Man, Nyarlathotep, from this house. At 6:30 today, there will be a distraction that will take Ellensburg Police to a location.
Today or tomorrow?
I thought you said tomorrow.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you. And at that point, you will have to infiltrate the house, and you have until 8 o'clock to complete your ritual. You know that this ritual takes an hour, Agent Agnes.
Yes.
And so I think we begin there. What discussion goes through everybody's... Like, what does this discussion look like as you're sitting there trying to decide who you're going to pick?
So Reflex is just like, all right, this is crazy. I can't believe this is happening. First off, how do we, this seems weird. Why would sacrificing a human banish him? Doesn't that seem like it would, like, empower him? Can we trust this journal at all?
I mean...
That's important.
It is important. I mean, so far, everything in this journal is congruent with everything that we've witnessed so far. The animal blood, all the disappearances, the timeline of the autopsies. It's just, it all adds up.
I just say I look at Duffy and I look at Strauss and I'm just like, does that make sense to you? Is there any insight that you have, like, why this would happen from an occult perspective?
None of this makes sense to me. I've never heard of anything like this. I don't know.
All right, I just want to make sure that we're not making a big
We know
mistake.
that something is going on in that house, and if this book is right, what is this? This crone summoned this presence. What, in the 30s?
I have that somewhere.
We know it's killed people or made them kill themselves all the way since the 50s.
1926 is when the crone cured Isabel, so that was like shortly after they met, I'm assuming.
We know the first death in the house is 1956, the Wheelers. So since 56, it's killed, what, a dozen and a half people at least?
Wait, why? If the crone was in the house from, like, at 1926, and the first person didn't die mysteriously until the 50s, why did it wait so long to start killing people?
You don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, all right, so we're going to trust this thing.
What did she do, and what did this crone do in the house?
She was the nurse. She was Isabel's nurse.
No, I don't mean her job. I mean, what other things was she doing? Because I don't know if Agnes has gone over the whole of what she read. Like, the things, like something about every new moon or something, she was doing some rituals. Like, what else was she doing in the house?
I don't know about new moon rituals.
Every month or something?
I mean, she was, like, keeping up with the rituals to keep the Dark Man, like, sated. That was right? I'm not making that up.
No,
So-
I mean, it could make sense that, like, they didn't really start doing things with the Darkened Man until after the original owners of the house, the ones that were, sort of living with the crone and all of her family or whatever it was at that time. Maybe it just didn't activate until afterwards, and then things started happening.
So you know that in 1940 is when she consecrated Spooner Avenue to Nyarlathotep.
Okay.
Got it. Yep.
And then the crone left in 1955 because Isabel refused to sign his book.
And there was a room that was built for her nightly rituals. And so for 15 years, these rituals occurred the nights of the new moon, and they culminated in the summer of 1955 when the Dark Man himself appeared. He opened his book to Isabella Wheeler, who repented and refused to sign the name within. The next day, the crone was gone, Isabella was alone, and she soon fell ill, and you would know that she died in 1956.
Yep.
Got it.
What was the room that was built?
You don't know.
Ah.
It could be the room
Probably
upstairs.
the master bedroom.
Could be the master bedroom.
Oh, do we need the antique check to authenticate? Like, what's the newest part of the room? Like,
Do you want to bring anybody else into that house?
We don't have
well,
time.
everyone is gonna die.
Killer.
I mean, she's somebody we could easily lure in, but she is completely innocent and is a friendly.
Yeah, she's an agent. I think
Well,
that.
not a-
so
quite
was
an
that
agent,
other dude.
Again, he was already possessed.
Okay.
And it's not like I called him or anything and told him to go to the house.
We, in fact, told him not to
Yeah,
go to the
it was the
house, and he
house that
ignored
lured him.
us.
Yeah.
But he
Or
did say
actually,
that I called him.
more dangerously, yeah.
I think I got it, guys.
Which-
And-
Impersonated.
Which now, actually, hold on, a good thing you bring that up, because that Strauss is increasingly suspicious of Duffy.
Of Duffy?
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
But he's not. He's just increasingly suspicious because you don't remember
Yeah.
any of that. He initially thought, "Oh, this house just called him," but this isn't the first person connected to you that's received a phone call from you.
Correct.
Now he's thinking maybe you actually did call.
Yeah, and so, and we should actually, we haven't made any checks or anything, but Duffy, just to keep it clear, he didn't sleep last night.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like he's like chilling. Like, this is, he knows that, and that's why he's so defensive about Yarrow is being a friendly. It's like he knows that Yarrow got this phone call and he believes that it was his voice on the other end. And that is the only reason he ended up
Yeah.
having to kill him.
On that note, I just realized there's nothing to stop the house from calling someone else and bringing them when we're trying the ritual. So why don't we have one person not part of the ritual preventing more people from coming?
Dude, Cody, that.
Yeah, that was your topic.
That's what pays you. Jesus Christ, dude. That's fucking.
I do have something pertinent written
bleep that
down.
out, but god
What do you
damn.
have written
Good
down?
fucking. That's a big brain move.
I don't know. We'll see if it matters.
I do have written down that new mirrors were installed in the master bedroom or the master bathroom, 1926.
Dude, yeah, there we go.
Wasn't
Big.
20?
1926 is when Isabella or the crone.
No, that was 40s. What
oh,
did you say?
was it? What?
Well, I thought you said the crone was doing stuff in 26.
Yeah,
But
the crone was there,
consecrated.
but she consecrated the ground. in
40s.
40.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember every room that you guys are in pretty much had a mirror in it.
Right, yeah. So we can also bleep this out too. I don't know anything about Nyarlathotep, but that's the maggots in the coffee. He is into mirrors. That's like a big thing about the lore, right?
He's an agent of chaos.
Yeah. he's-
Okay.
Like the thing about Nyarlathotep is he's like the crawling chaos is another name for him.
The crawling chaos.
He is the messenger for Azathoth.
Azathoth?
Azathoth. He is the messenger for Azathoth, who is one of the other elder gods up there with like Yog-Sothoth.
And what did you mean by sign the name? So Isabel was the patient of the nurse.
The widow of the guy.
So
Right. So
okay,
what
this is
that? And you can even keep it secret. But is it something that
you wouldn't if she mentioned sign the name. You would probably think it in the sense of like a pact with the devil. Like when you make a pact with the devil, you sign your name,
Right.
Yeah. Like anytime so that's always a big thing with the devil. So
now we're dealing with the devil?
it's dancing with the devil in the pale moonlight.
So
Jack
yeah,
Nicholson said that.
yeah. What does this look like? I mean, I'm assuming this probably takes up most of your day.
Well, yeah, we gotta.
Agnes, you
get
get another
kill.
call from the sheriff as well. I'm assuming you let it go to voicemail.
I'm not gonna pick that shit
Same
up.
same thing. He's like, I really need to talk with you. Please give me a call back.
That's really nice of him, but I'm not.
Yeah, I do think this morning, as in like right now, either Strauss or Reflux should take that burner phone, go throw 40 minutes away or something, throw it in a dumpster or something with the battery out of it, because they will triangulate it very easily, and then just go to 7-Eleven and get another one.
Can I use like my techno knowledge to figure out a way to disable it?
Yeah, I mean, you
Entirely.
got a pretty high skill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're able to. That totally makes sense.
Another big brain move. Good job.
Nice, perfect. To say, no, good
Techno
idea,
babble.
good idea.
I use my SIGINT to
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
the SIM card out.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, but they will still, because
Yeah.
your last call to your phone,
Yeah.
like the signal bounced off a tower and reached your phone, they know exactly where we are right now.
Yeah. True.
If they want to get that deep into it. You don't know how
Yeah.
in depth though. Yeah.
But
exactly.
I mean, you're getting calls from a sheriff. I just killed a guy. I would be that paranoid. I would, want to
Just-
stop it right
They
now.
Agnes
got
picks
a-
it up and says, "W did it."
They got
Call Duffy.
they have a prodigy intern from Central University of Washington on payroll, just sort of like helping them out that could do that tracing. So
Yeah.
you can make sure.
Make sure that nerd can't find us.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So we're the info we got now. So Strauss was asking, how sure are we? What was she doing in the house? How much can we trust this random ritual you find in somebody's journal? It's not even this crone's journal. How can we trust Isabel Wheeler?
Because she would know reading the journal that Isabel basically was okay with this stuff going on. Like she was okay with the crone doing these things until it became time for her to sign her name. She's like, nope, not doing it. So I think there is definitely this is Isabel writing down what she witnessed during those rituals more than anything.
Completely unbiased.
Yeah.
My worry is that this ritual isn't going to work.
I mean, 2 people have died in that house with their throats being slit in the exact same way with someone in
Almost
front of
3.
them. Almost 3. Am I confident it's going to work?
He's shaking his head.
Wasn't me.
I mean, it's just one thing we know for sure, positively, that knife, that acid reflux found in the table, had no blood on it, and it was in that table for decades. If that ritual needs these 2 things specifically to make it work, we might just have the perfect recipe. So the other people just might have sucked.
And don't have the right tools.
Well, so the person who stands outside, we need someone who's authoritative and persuasive. That's not me.
Well, I think it should be Agnes. Duffy thinks it should be Agnes, being the youngest. Well, how old are you?
I'm like in my mid-30s or something.
Yeah, I'm like 22.
Yeah, I'm 35.
You have your whole life ahead of you. And Duffy has a son your age. So I think his vote out of 4
Yeah.
would be Agnes.
And if it's the next day, I'd get all my stats back.
The only problem with that is that maybe the police are looking after her, and so she's just
Yeah.
outside. I know the police are supposed to be called away, but I just want to make
That's
sure
true.
that
I do have Sheriff Aggro.
if it's going to be someone, I hope that it's not the police that gets called by the house. I don't even know if the house. I mean, it can call anyone it can take over the voice of anyone who's entered the house.
Yes.
The police haven't.
It seems like that so far.
It seems
but
like
it's
that.
always called from that number. It
Yeah.
can't mimic a number. It could just mimic a
Yeah.
voice, it seems like.
So likely.
We can have the friendly stand outside.
Oh wait, the house. Oh fuck, the house could be a doppelganger for you to call the police back.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Well, Strauss kind of pipes up. All right, we can figure out who's a lookout later. I think we're dancing around the more important question. Who are we going to take and, well, who's the innocent person we're going to murder?
That's a very
I think we
straightforward
just
question.
have to drive around and look for. I don't know. We have to understand this area. Look for the derelict areas. Find some. I mean,
it's college season. It's full blower. There's not a whole lot of derelict. I mean, Kittitas has some poorer areas if that's what you guys really want to go for, but
So are we going to grab just some college kid? Are we going to grab some drunk?
No
Are we going
kids.
to try to find some vagabond? What do we want to just grab somebody that's comatose?
I think we scope out some random podunk house that's out in the trees, and we see if there's just an old person in there, and we just go in.
That could take forever, though.
It could. Agnes would probably say, I could go to one of those bars and get one of the college kids to follow her home because she's pretty.
No kids.
And, yeah,
Oh, but 22 is technically an adult.
we're trying
22,
not to,
you're a kid.
to Jim Duffy, that's a kid.
But it's
Okay.
you do, those,
I got it.
it's just, they have their whole life
Yes.
ahead of them instead of a drunk 50-year-old.
Find. You remember that sign we passed by that said "Soup of the Day Whiskey"? All right, we
That is something that happened to me.
okay, listen. We shadow a bar, look for the guy that's the old man that's day drinking, and we get him.
But here's the thing. How are we going to lure someone into a house at 6:30 at night?
I don't think we're going to lure them.
No,
I think
we
we're
need
going
to
to
kidnap
tie
them.
them up and
Yeah.
bring them in by force.
This is literally a kidnapping situation.
We could just give them a lot
I'm
of
saying
whiskey.
the fact that they're drunk is going to help us. So, like, a bar is a good place for this.
Yeah, I think that's our best bet.
All right. Is that Strauss?
Yeah.
What you think?
If we're going to just grab somebody, it has to be somewhere random. Has to be somewhere we haven't been. Because if anybody identifies us, this whole thing goes even more tits up than it does already.
Okay. Well, we can find someone in the town we're in, and then head over.
Yeah, we could scope things out today.
We need to gear up. We need to get like rope and duct tape and.
Yeah, you need to get candles for the ceremony. You'll need some incense to burn.
Well,
You'll know all that, but you can do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
You guys can do that.
Yeah.
So.
well, I guess like another possibility that hasn't been brought up yet would probably be like, what if we just went to a hospital and did get someone that was comatose, like someone that was just a vegetable?
I mean, that's...
High profile.
Maybe it isn't.
How do you wheel out a body?
Well, I mean, you don't have to wheel them out. You could just put them in a wheelchair and just like
Weekend at Bernie's it.
weekend at Bernie's.
Covert
it.
ops.
But no, I mean, Bernie could have been comatose the entire time. We wouldn't have known.
Except for when you watch him die in the beginning of the movie.
Well, I don't think it
isn't the
was like,
worst.
is he really dead? Was
not a
the
bad
point of the
idea.
movie? I think it was.
That's actually a good idea. Yeah.
Just
I'm
find our way into a hospital.
We cannot. There's no hospital on planet Earth that a guy in a wheelchair like this, or
Put
like
his
this.
hands on the things and make him look like he's asleep.
exactly. I mean, we'd obviously have to have scrubs, and we need to, you have to.
No one's going to be paying attention to people that are vegetables.
Yes, they are. It's a hospital.
There will be nurses taking
Yeah,
care
they will
of
definitely. Having worked in a hospital, yes,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
will be paid attention.
And it's like, I'm sorry, even the thing that we talked about earlier.
Most hospitals will have some sort of a patient band on them.
Oh, they do that now. Yeah,
they're
I
going to
did
be
read about
hooked up
that.
to a bunch of equipment no matter what.
All right.
And
That's
if
like
that
hundreds of
flatlines after a
pounds
certain
and-
amount of time, they will come.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like if we unhook them and it's just like,
I
the
hook
nurses
them,
are like,
I hook them to the
finally.
neighbor. I take it off and I hook it to the neighbor.
Technobabble, fix that.
Yeah.
So they just have two.
Yeah. They're like, this is weird. These two heartbeats are literally exactly the same.
Maybe they're in
They're in
love.
sync. Yeah. It is the full moon.
So, all right. So hospital's off the
All
table.
right, all right. Yeah, it's the bar. Back
Okay,
to the bar.
fine, guys. You could just said that.
Cool. So in the town we're in, we find a bar. We're gonna get
All
gear.
right. I hate to suggest this,
Let's fucking go.
It's gonna be a good one.
not to make Strauss sound like a serial killer, but
Got a lot.
he'd suggest he's like, we can just pull over on the side of the road, jack the car up, make it look like we need help with a flat tire, and just grab the first person that comes to help.
What if it's a kid?
Yeah, no kidding.
We could just keep going. Just like next one, just like
get out of here. I don't need help from you.
yeah.
I mean, that's the only.
Go
di-
get. You got your life ahead of you.
I mean, if we just need somebody random, and
Yeah.
we need the least profile,
I
that's
agree.
Oh, the
the
Good
best
that's the
Samaritan.
simplest way to find an anonymous person.
Good
Yeah.
Samaritan call is like that makes me feel terrible because like they're pulling over to help us and we're just gonna fucking. Well, I mean, it's not a bad situation. It's just like it's fucking sucks.
Yeah. Although that would really
Yeah,
suck.
I don't think there's a good situation
No,
where you're
no,
going to
no.
feel good
I mean,
about what you have to do.
Like the best thing we could do is walk around with money hanging out of our pockets, and the first person tries to rob us, we grab them, kill them. But
What if we go on the
I think
side
a
of the
random
road?
person is just the most.
Yeah, how about this? You guys go try to buy meth, and then when you find that guy, you kidnap him.
Nice. I'd like
Wait.
to buy some.
Hold
meth.
on, kidnap a meth dealer. It's not a bad idea.
You're not taking that idea.
Here's the
Figure out your own ideas.
Yeah.
here's the harumph. So like, we're driving. Let's say it's red now. On the side of 405 or 90 or something, you see someone in a car. Maybe it's any time of day. Someone in a car with their hood pulled up that like needs help, like their thumbs
Like
out
a
or
young
something.
girl all alone.
But where do you hide two huge guys and an acid reflux?
Bushes.
There are not a lot of bushes along
Yeah,
the road
there was-
from here
so
to,
it was like
to Yakima. It is a lot of
plains.
barrens and plains.
We crouch down in the back of the car and jump out and get them.
Yeah.
It'd be
Trunk.
fine. I think though if we did that, it'd have to be a side road. It can't be a highway because
Yeah.
because we want some random person. We don't want a cop to pull over and be like, "Hey, let me help."
At that point, I think the grab and go method is more efficient and easier.
I mean, whatever we're doing is, that's grab and go. I mean, that's kind of where Strauss is at. Like, if this is what we're going to do, we just need to do it. We need to spend today getting supplies, grab somebody tomorrow, and drive to Ellensburg.
And duct tape. I don't want to hear what they have to say.
Well, decide. I personally, let's take votes if we can. I think the drunk old guy is the easiest to coerce. Is the easiest to coerce, and it has the least amount of life left.
I thought there was no coercion.
Chris, I just want to put on the
There's no
record,
coercion.
fuck you for this game.
It was just kidnapping. There was no coercion.
No, I mean, he's easier to physically coerce. Manipulate.
I mean,
see
you've
what you're
never
saying.
thought about what you would
just
do
shove
to,
them
like,
in.
get somebody to randomly sacrifice them?
No.
I haven't thought about those. No, haven't. This is a new one. Is there a correct answer?
All right,
I don't know.
Okay, so that's one vote for the bar. Old man.
Schrodinger sacrifice?
Yeah. old man at a bar. What are your votes? Agnes.
I think the thing is that we're on a tight time schedule. Waiting for someone to come to us is kind of a gamble. Going to get someone is more of a surefire thing. With the timeline that we have, that's the only reason why I'm leaning towards old drunk guy.
Okay.
What if we do old drunk guy and one of us buys him a couple drinks, warms up to him, gets him lit. Hey man, do you want to come party or fucking, I don't know what they fucking
Shoot
say
some
to
guns.
each other.
Like,
Shoot
let's
some
go
guns. I got a
fucking-
big gun collection. Doesn't
Yeah,
that sound
let's
fucking
fucking
fun? I mean, like,
And then just grab them.
yeah,
Then
like,
we're out.
and then like, hey buddy, I'm gonna go take a piss. You meet me around back, and then
Hopefully he's a smoker. And be like, let's go smoke.
something comes up at a bar.
There we go.
Like,
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
So we're going to do it.
but then who's gonna be the guy who
And when
warms
are
up
we
to him?
doing it?
To look at.
Grab them at last call, or do we grab them tomorrow afternoon?
I say when the bar's busy.
Well, actually-
because you know that it's an hour drive back to Ellensburg,
Yeah.
so you'd have to grab him before 5 to get there by 6 by 5:30.
Like, hopefully that he's day.
Yeah.
I see the day drinking old man.
We
Yeah,
can
day drinking old man, not
walk into a
busy.
bar and walk out
Yeah.
and just go to another one if there's nobody there.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of imagine this was like old school where they just like pull up in the fucking van, just like throw people in it and take off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is essentially going to kind of be what it is.
It'll
Like,
escalate to that if we can't find
Okay,
anyone, right?
so you guys gonna go bar to bar looking for an old drunk.
So we're going to do that tomorrow afternoon. Like, that's
Yeah,
like the
you guys
last thing we're
spend
doing.
this day getting ready. You buy everything you need to like incense, everything like, you know, she has a list of things that were like incense, candles, all that kind of stuff. You go through, you read the ritual to make sure you know how, like, what you need to do, and then we cut to the next day.
So before that,
Is there a possibility of... I know chloroform doesn't actually work like it does in the movies.
Yes, it takes a lot longer.
Yeah.
From what
But-
I've been told.
But do we... From what I've been... Okay. Wink.
I've never chloroformed somebody.
you
Wink.
would say that.
Yeah, that's
Is there-
exactly what somebody who chloroforms.
No, it would be, yeah, exactly. I'm fully aware of that.
Is there... I mean, between us all... I mean, if we have enough pharmacy or medicine or something, is there something we could do to essentially, like, incapacitate somebody?
You try to get
him-
some roofies.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what
I
you're
mean,
looking for?
Yeah, it's
I mean, maybe,
David,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like-
they'll be drunk enough.
I don't know how to make roofies. I don't know if there's like a like, you know, people make like bathtub like
Yeah.
Four Loko. I don't know if there's a bathtub roofie.
I mean, I'm just looking for anything like we're going to get this little guy drunk or grab somebody who's already drunk.
Yeah.
Toss him in a car or van, whatever we got.
It might look more suspicious if we like fuck with his drink or something.
Yeah.
And he like stumbles
So
out
hold on.
rather than be like, oh,
But
Randy,
But I'm
got
thinking
a friend.
for once we get him, because we're going to tie him up, it's going to be a struggle to get him into the
We'll
house.
wrangle him.
Yeah.
I'd
We
say
just club him.
if we have a night here, I'd say that night we should try then. We can get some supplies during the day or whatever, but like that night, if we can, I'd rather do it that night because drunk old man. That's even the best scenario. Like day drinking was like I thought we only had one more day. If we're just like scouting and we see old man stumbled to his car, that's the best place in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, but then what are you going to do overnight? Like, you've still got the rest of the next day.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean,
We
he
could just
doesn't-
keep
he
him
doesn't have
drugged.
to eat. He doesn't have to drink. He's
can
gonna
shit
die
his
the next
pants.
day.
He can shit his pants and pee his pants and
Who
leave
cares?
evidence everywhere.
It wasn't.
This isn't gonna be pretty. We're not trying to get our hands piss-free hands. We're doing this ritual. We're gonna get some piss on our hands, all right? So it'll be the least of our worries.
Is anyone else worried that we're just giving people ideas?
Okay, so you guys go to your first bar, and you are able to find a drunk old man
Yes.
Let me piss on your hands.
Is,
The first thing he does is
there.
piss on my
I
hands.
just like piercing. Piercing's what I do.
what's his name?
Herbert.
Nice.
Okay.
So wait, are we
catch
are we
him-
doing this the first day, or are we
Me personally, that's the easiest way. The day thing, it's lit, so it's harder. One, everyone's drunk at night. It's good. Nobody's paying attention. A lot of people are asleep. Everyone's in their houses. We're finding an old man that goes to his car. Maybe he has to walk a good distance, and we catch him there.
Well, but we have to do it before 5.
Well, we were saying that we had an extra night.
So this is on a Saturday. We woke up and find out on Sunday at 6.
Yes.
We can't.
Cody's
Where are we going to keep a guy? if we
Yeah,
can't-
I don't think we can't gear up somebody today.
Trunk.
We can get
Wait,
everything ready.
Okay, well, just tell me why we can't do it tonight.
Where are you
Where
going
are
to
we
put him?
going to keep him?
Yeah,
Trunk.
Fucking
and he's going to be
anywhere, the
missing
trunk.
for a whole day.
He's
That
gonna be
is way more of a chance of somebody figuring it out. If we're
And-
just trying to grab somebody and do it,
Like, you're going to have to keep him in your hotel room.
What if
and
he
he's-
dies in the trunk?
It
He's
is
gonna die in
October.
the
It's
trunk?
cold.
What are the
Well,
odds he
if
dies in the
we
trunk?
have to duct tape his mouth, and he's drunk, so if he pukes, because he's going to scream in a trunk.
Yeah.
What if he kicks out a taillight and he's like waving?
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Like a kidnapped guy's not just going to
You
lay
can
there and
just
be like,
drive
okay.
away.
that's why I'm wondering we spend the day figuring out a way to like incapacitate him. So when we do tomorrow, we can incapacitate them. They're not a struggle, and it's like less time
Okay.
for them to wake up.
I
and do
didn't
something.
see. Yeah,
Because
being a
round
big
4
problem,
or
but
5.
I mean,
I'm cool.
Tyler
with,
does
let's
not
do
know
the
how
day.
to incapacitate a person like that, but I'm wondering, like stat wise, maybe our.
I'm
characters-
assuming, yeah, like you would know. Like I think Agnes would know probably with her medicine and stuff like that. But like getting the supplies, you'd have to go to like a pharmacy or something like that to if you're gonna inject the guy with something or give him like some sort of thing.
Or just knock him out with an iron bar.
Yeah, I mean that's
Like in the
obviously-
movies.
What day of the week is it?
It is a Saturday.
So Saturday at 3 or 4, even at 2 or 3, people will be at a bar.
Yeah.
Yes, I think the day drinking thing's fine.
Oh, 100%.
Um,
Find a dive bar. Absolutely.
I have
So Sunday is the day
pharmacy?
that this goes down.
Oh shit! I have 60 pharmacy.
Very
Is there
nice. Wow.
something? Can I make a roll to see if there's something simple and easy to get that is like within relative means?
Giga sleep drug.
I think you would know like if you just gave him like a shit ton of like cough syrup or something
There
like
you
that.
go.
Yeah, but I can't like force it down his throat.
You can.
Like,
Yeah, you
So you're asking to like put something in his drink?
Not easily.
well,
but you can
no, I guess I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Like I think with the 60 you would know there's stuff out there obviously that you can get, but like
But it's-
getting it off the shelf,
Right.
I don't think there'd be anything off the shelf.
find a vet.
So yeah, you could try to find a vet and then
Yeah, I think it's too much work. Just knock him
I
out.
say,
Iron bar.
yeah.
We don't got him to live that
exactly.
long. Just
That's
fucking hit him in the head.
exactly what I was thinking. If we just, if we're parked around back and he walks around back and 2 large men are by a guy or follow a guy, hit him, throw him in a car, like,
Boom.
being
Get it-
from
get it out
Tacoma, I'm not calling the police.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
yeah, I mean
I'm just
Yakima's
gonna
a pretty
fucking-
dangerous place.
I'm
so.
gonna go about my day.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're in a different city, right? So we're out of Dodge. We're
Yeah,
out of that city
we're in
afterwards.
Yakima now.
Yeah,
still.
exactly.
Okay, so the plan is to talk with the old man, lure him outside, and then you're going to club him, knock him out, and then throw him in a car and drive. I just want to make sure I got that. Okay, so
I mean, I
who
guess.
is doing the talking?
I have a 41 in persuade,
Which is actually.
but actually it's like 21 because we haven't slept yet. I'll be sleeping tonight,
Yes.
but okay.
So yeah, so if you guys are, so
I guess
you be doing this Sunday, right?
So we're just gonna hand wave Saturday. We spend
Yeah.
the day getting everything we need.
yes.
Maybe scope out some bars and see
Yeah.
which one's got
You
a,
find- yeah, I'm
got a
fine.
good daytime crowd.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay,
Come
so
back the next day.
Who's doing
we approach. We see who's going in.
And also, who's standing guard outside of the house during the whole activity?
We can
Oh,
figure
yeah.
that when you guys are on your way
Okay,
there.
okay.
So, okay, you guys find the bar called Slappy's. It's got a neon sign, just like a guy, like a hand, like swinging back and forth. Like Coors Light, Rainier, like Pabst Blue Ribbon, neon signs in the windows. And you guys have been. Last night you saw there was an old man there named Herbert. As you guys were kind of in there checking it out, and Herbert is in there again this morning, just kind of chilling in there.
You got a night of sleep? I'm rolling for some health again.
Do you get that? Okay.
There it goes. Hey,
No, I failed.
Okay.
who's the best with a melee weapon?
Me probably.
Okay,
I got 50%.
You're Mr. Club.
Okay.
So I'd say it's between you two for the persuasion element. I'd say Jim Duffy he's probably a misogynist, so he's probably going to want a man.
Jim Duffy looks at Agnes and he was like, well, I would let you do it, but you have breasts, so I can't trust you.
It's like, yeah,
So-
exactly.
That's fair. Yeah.
And by assuming he's a misogynist, I'm being a misogynist.
We're all the same.
You're projecting.
Yeah.
He thinks like me. So, yeah, it sucks, but Jim Duffy has 70 in persuade.
Go for
There we
it.
go.
Sounds like okay. So I'm gonna say you don't even have to roll. You go in there. What do you talk to Herbert about? What do you do to like get him on your side? Like
Tell him us his name. Damn it.
No, we need
already
to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Herbert.
Yeah, it's like he's just like it's not like he's gonna be like he'd be I'm assuming you walk up, start kind of bullshitting with him like name's Herbert, how's it going, kind of thing.
Mariners.
What's he wearing? Yeah, exactly.
He is wearing he's got some just faded denim blue jeans. He's got a kind of long flannel over like jacket or like button up, but the sleeves are rolled up to his ankles, or to not to his ankles, but to his like I guess the bend in his arm, his elbowish area. He's looks like he's got more of a bloated face. Obviously, you think he's a drinker. He's balding up top. He's got like a little bit of like peach fuzz on his face. He hasn't shaved in a couple days. His eyes are a little bit more sunken in than they probably were. I'm thinking he looks like the second shitty pope who died not too long ago. Pope.
Okay.
What,
The one who-
Ratzinger?
Huh?
Was that Ratzinger?
The one who was a Nazi.
Ratzinger.
Yeah, okay. So he kind of looks like that. And he's just talking to you about various shit. Like, he's just like, I think he'd be talking about like the Seahawks season coming up.
Yeah, I'd probably that's probably what he knows best that the guy probably is into.
Yeah, and this 2017, so like, I mean, they'd be coming off of the Super Bowl loss.
Yeah.
Or that'd be the year they went back to the Super Bowl, I don't remember.
Yeah, 2017. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. But yeah, so like he's just kind of
Good
talking,
times.
like, that Russell Wilson, I mean, he's a good guy, he does that kind of shit.
Yeah, and
Now Richard Sherman, he's a loudmouth. I don't really care much for him. That kind of.
yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, we all know, especially now in 2022, that there was no drama at all with Russell Wilson and Richard Sherman.
No, absolutely not.
And it turns out that everything was
Perfect.
Thank
Yeah,
God
they
someone
loved
said
each
it.
other.
rainbows.
Thank God someone said it.
Puppies.
So what do you say to him to convince him to go outside?
I mean, first of all, I want to see if he's into guns.
Yeah, I mean, he lives out here in Yakima. He's got a farm. He's got some guns.
Because I have a crazy Mossberg shotgun that I just got. With, like, boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of shells.
He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about you. You might be different, but me, I get my blood going when I'm drinking. I'm a man, so I just like shooting things when I drink.
And he's like, oh yeah, no, man. There's been a couple nights just sitting on the front porch, taking a couple shots on 22. I totally get it. Yeah, I love. Yeah.
But if you can't keep up, it's okay. I know you've been.
Please, he just like downs whatever drink he has and like puts it down. It's like keeping up.
Hey.
I'll teach you youngsters about one thing or another.
Is
And
this
he's
called
gonna-
Shots and Shots?
Yeah. Oh. Once he downs it, he's gonna be like, another one, bartender. Yeah. and
No,
then,
nice. Nice call.
Okay.
One or two.
That was good.
Nice.
That was good.
And so you're gonna you want to come see the shotgun? Is that how you get him outside?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna like make a full plan with him.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna be
He's
like,
down.
Yeah. I'll settle up the tab. If you give me 2 seconds, I'm gonna go drain the hog. When I come back, we'll go get to shooting, Tex.
That sounds good. I think it's a great idea. Yeah.
And then he's gonna go to the bathroom and call Strauss.
Okay. So you get outside, walk around. I'm assuming like you tell him you park around the backside of Slappy, so you guys are walking around there.
And I'm gonna be in.
Make sure he's on the right hand side, so Strauss can just pop out and like.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna
Yeah.
like be around a corner and just
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
thinking like me just walking in
And I'm
front
having
of him.
flashbacks to
that
my
makes sense.
Strauss is having flashbacks to time in the Middle East where maybe like kidnapped some target or something. Like he's just ready to pop around a corner and smack the
All
back
right.
of this guy's
Give
head.
me. I'm gonna say since he doesn't know you're coming, I'm gonna say you get a plus 20 to this roll.
Sweet. I
I
was
don't know
gonna.
if that's how it works, but that
Oh, I
makes
was
sense.
actually going to.
Also, question.
I mean, you do get a plus 20 if they're standing totally still.
Yeah,
but
they're
like,
unaware that you're coming.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Misha?
What side did the axe wound get Strauss on? Okay.
I think it was his left shoulder.
Okay,
I
and
thought-
he's
no, I think
right-handed.
You said it got on my right.
Okay, cool.
So you have to be non-dominant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can use non-dominant. I got big arms.
Yeah.
I do it.
Beat people up with either
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah, you can do two. He could two fist it.
Yeah, two-handed. I need it.
can double
enough
fist this
power
guy.
on that right spot. swinging like a baseball bat. All right.
Let's not kill him.
Yeah.
Well, actually, let's kill him.
Well, we're gonna kill him.
Yeah. We don't want him to bleed out, basically.
Okay, got it. 30.
Cool, perfect.
Nice.
He kind of walks. You see Duffy come past, and you see this old guy kind of following him. And I just think you wait until he's maybe a step or two, and you just step out, just boom, right on his head.
He goes out of street view, and I just bing,
Yeah.
get him.
And you guys
I got like a big club or something.
throw him into a car. Let's make sure see if anybody saw. Okay.
We're terrible people. But we have to be terrible people.
And you guys speed off towards Ellensburg.
God, this is horrible.
Yeah, you guys get to the house. You probably pull up a little bit before 6, and you're kind of watching it, and you see, sure enough, there are like 2 cop cars stationed outside.
Sure enough.
And
I
then,
think I maybe drive past it.
about 6:30, maybe you guys have a radio, a police.
Yeah,
scanner.
you had a scanner,
Yeah.
didn't you?
You start hearing about. Sounds like there's a fire kind of over by the Perkins. There's a housing development behind Perkins that it sounds like there's a fire and like somebody shot up a house and that they need like immediate assistance. So you hear you see those cops peel out and go driving over there. And you guys,
Can I make one slight little retcon because of
No.
we just
Focus on-
hand
what's
waved Saturday. But part of the supplies I want to get is to get a little bit of gas and some material.
Yeah, that's
for
fine.
fire.
Yeah.
Strauss still thinks the
Arson.
house has to go.
That's
Don't
fine.
care. It's got to go.
Yeah.
so
there's-
what's up?
I was just saying, there's one thing. I think whoever's outside needs to have their car outside and no one else, right?
That's
'Cause-
fine.
Yeah, so like whoever we decide there, so maybe we need to decide now is like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who's staying outside?
So I think
Why do we?
I'm saying like it's probably better to make sure that this house doesn't call someone and have them come in and interrupt and then start fucking taking over and killing people.
But if they do show up, what are we going to do? Barricade the doors and gun them down?
I'm just
Yeah,
saying the person who's
I don't-
outside can at least like try to at least have a chance to persuade them to leave. Like for example, if it is Agnes and it is like the police, like it sucks, but maybe she could go to.
We never took Rutsack's IDs and put one of them, like put our picture on any of them, did we? Because that would have been perfect. He had a gas company ID. Stand outside and go.
Right.
We
So
did not
it's
think
Like
of
it's
that.
like 6:30 now. It's
Yeah, so
getting
like
dark.
we don't have time
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do that. But I'm just,
Yeah. But so that's all I'm saying is like there's a 100% chance they enter if we don't have someone
Unless we could
intercept.
say we did that Saturday.
What if we locked
We
it?
did just hand wave the whole Saturday day.
They'll just try to like bust in, unless they have a warrant or what. I don't know if that.
I mean, if it's just a normie, they can get back like a normal door, and then
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know
it's up
what?
to you guys.
Screw that. We'll just lock the door.
Remember, there was also furniture in there too. You could
Yeah.
pile up if you guys wanted to. But then you'd have to unpile it to get out. if
That's
something happens.
Strauss's vote. You know what?
We
We
can
can
go
have
out the
somebody
back.
outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
if we need to get out in a hurry, we can just go out the back.
Just for the record, I think if the house calls the police, which it can, and they all come back, and we're barricaded inside a house, and now they're fucking swarming, I'm saying that's bad.
Either
Whereas
how
if
is one person going to
Yeah,
be
no,
like
one
stop
person
them?
isn't going to stop
But that's
that.
the thing, though, right? If one person's outside, especially Agnes, they're looking for her. So it sucks. Like you would go to the worst case scenario is you would go to jail, but we could figure out what to do at that
No,
point.
the worst case scenario is the house calls with one of our voices and says they have a hostage here, and the cops come with guns. Having anybody outside is dangerous with the cops.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I mean, let's like Strauss's thought is like, if that happens, we have one person out there is not going to stop the police.
So you're all going in, is what I'm hearing?
That's Strauss's vote. If somebody else wants to stand guard,
I
he said
still
just
like the
lock
idea
door
of
and
having one
barricade.
person out, so my vote is still to have one person out. Me personally. So what do you got?
I just don't think having Agnes out in front of the house that the sheriff is looking for her at and called twice so that she's dodged both calls is not a great idea.
Because like, just remember, like, if you're outside and they don't know when anyone else is inside, they won't even look in the house. Maybe they just see you and they leave. Right? They have no sign that
They
we're in. there.
arrest you and then
I mean,
Right.
and then Director West will
But
let
then
me go.
not come in,
but-
and we could complete the ritual. That's the point. The ritual would get complete, which is our mission.
I still don't think we should have somebody outside. Barricade the door and get it done.
Right. I've
If
made
the
my
ritual's
case.
our mission, then we get it done.
I'm cool with whatever we do. I've made my case.
Duffy, what do you think?
Yeah.
I just because I fully back acid reflux. I think that is the way to go. But at the same time, if the house calls about an emergency inside the house and anybody is outside the house, the police are still going to get inside.
Yeah, if they
Yeah.
call about an emergency.
Which is, I think, the only thing that the house would call about that they would respond to.
You're right, yeah. Yeah. it's a tough
So
call. It's like it could be good or it could be bad.
Duffy wants to abstain, but his vote is to have all of us inside.
I would say, like, also, let's not have our cars in the driveway. Let's have them, like, down the, like, a block, and that way we can just, like, exit out the... Well, we're going
I
to set
think in
the...
the garage, we can just...
We're going to set the house on fire before we leave, too,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, that's the last thing I do is
Yeah.
I'm probably like, if you guys are getting ready, I'm like throwing gas in different rooms and getting ready. Unless I need to participate. If I just need to be there,
So
then
I-
I get ready to burn.
I guess that's a question. I thought we were all participating. You're not?
I don't understand. We haven't been told clearly like what we need to do. Like,
Sure,
I mean,
okay.
Chris said we've like prepared everything, but
Yeah, so
I don't know if we
you
need
would
to-
know that you would need people chanting. Someone's going to have to cut
Okay.
this person's throat,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're all whoever's going to participate has to say like the summoning thing and summon
which
him
I'm
forth.
assuming is the...
Okay.
So I think we should take the second to do all the gas. But
Yeah, so
everyone
take
should,
take
Okay.
that,
But
and then
everyone
if I
should.
need to participate in the ritual, then
Well, you're going to have to light candles and incense in here,
Okay,
so
so
gas
maybe-
is probably
you
not
know
the
what?
best idea.
We'll do that on the way out.
We'll do it on the way out.
Okay, so we see you guys pull up. You take this old man inside. Doors unlocked. Then you
Lock the
guys
door
park
behind
the
us.
cars, come back, go inside. You.
I think we should have one car in the garage.
That's fine.
I agree.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we'll say you pull. Well, I'm thinking you guys maybe even came in one car.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I think that makes the most
Fair,
sense.
yeah,
So
that's
you guys get inside. You exit out through the garage, and then you go into the kitchen. Where are you guys going to perform this ritual? In the kitchen, in the den? What's your guys' plan?
Was there an indication that it needed to be performed?
On
This
hallowed
one
ground.
doesn't. You're already on hollowed ground. It doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, like
And the other two murders with the throat slits, one was in the bedroom, and the other one was...
Both in the bedroom.
Both in the bedroom. So
and the
maybe...
bedroom was where
See,
Duffy almost got himself too.
I'm gonna say if it didn't specify which room, I'd like to stay away from the bedroom
Right.
because it has the highest chance of interfering through fucking
Yeah,
brain
so
magic.
that's fine. Do you want to do the kitchen or the den?
I say den.
Den probably work. I mean, it probably has more space, so I'd probably want to do it.
Sure.
in the den.
And the back door's right there.
Yeah.
If we need to bolt. And I'm thinking when we do eventually bolt, like, you guys get ready to go, I'll start pouring gas, and I'll go out the back and meet you.
We're up
So,
to no good,
yeah,
guys.
If there's any windows open, like or windows that aren't have the drapes closed, I'm closing them. So I don't
That's
know if
fine,
the
okay.
blinds are all closed.
Well, okay, let's say we're about to slit homie's neck. Cops show up, front door. What do we do?
Continue.
Just so we are clear, we're gonna
we
continue.
have to trust West. She said we'll have 6:30 to 8. We got no other option.
Yeah.
At least
Okay, I see
this
what
is
you're-
this
okay,
is
okay.
Strauss's view on
You
it.
guys
Gotcha. I
go
agree.
into the den and you start setting up these candles and this incense.
Make sure to lock the door, though. We have to
You guys,
stress it.
that's fine. You guys are going through setting everything up in this room. You hear the couch in the den like creak as if someone sits down on it. As if something's watching, like you sat down on is watching kind of what you guys are doing. But nothing. It's just you just hear the creak. You guys set up the incense. You set up the candles, and you start doing like the. I think Agnes kind of teaches you guys the summoning, the kind of before parts. I'm passing you all out a copy of what you'll all need to say in unison to summon Nyarlathotep. Now, So you guys get this ritual underway. You light the candles, you do the incense, you're doing the various hand symbols you need to do. There's a couple steps that lead up to this, and like I said, it takes an hour. What this is going to cost you, and this is where you can choose whether or not you want to participate in doing this fully or not. You will all need to expend a total of 10 willpower points between the 4 of you.
Okay.
Not 10 per, 10 all between you.
Okay.
If you do not want to, that's fine. You don't have to. But no. And you will also you will lose 3 permanent power for everybody participating in this.
That's wild. So, I think we've run into this. This may be a good Delta Green rules question. We've run into this with our home game, where I was playing with an auto stat calculator thing.
Yeah.
And I took some power damage, and power affects your sanity.
Mm-hmm.
But it also affects your breaking point. Does losing power immediately affect your sanity and breaking point?
I don't know. I don't think so, because it goes off what your last one was.
Okay.
So I think it stays the same. I believe that's how it works.
Okay.
Because your breaking point's based off
But
of
it will.
It will when you break that point.
Yeah, you won't. Your
Yes.
breaking point will be closer than
Yes,
okay.
exactly. So
Wait, so when do we lose? I guess I don't know if I know this, but when do we lose the willpower points? Because
when you start the ritual, to be part of this ritual, you will have to give this up. So
Okay,
you guys
cool,
are
cool,
kind of deciding this beforehand.
Yeah.
Before this ritual goes any further, I wanted to make sure you all are aware.
Right.
So if you don't want to be a part of it, or you don't want to give up stuff, you don't have to. But it's better if you all give up something.
Yeah.
So
cool. So what
yeah.
if I get to 0 willpower points?
you go, I believe, insane. So remember, you're not giving up 10 total.
Oh,
It's 10 between 4 of
right.
Well, so it is 10 total.
Yes,
between
but
us
each of
all.
you
Okay,
can
okay.
give up 3, and then one person gives 1.
Word.
Or if you are only at 10 and you don't want to give up any, they can each take 3, that kind of thing.
Okay, cool. We'll
But you all will take 3 permanent power.
Yeah.
And then the lead operator must fail a sanity test to activate the ritual.
Fail
a sanity test.
Yes.
Oh god.
If they succeed, then they can pay another permanent power point to activate the ritual. So that is how. So someone's going to have to lead this ritual. I don't know who it's going to be. So talk amongst yourselves. Is everybody willing to part with that or not? I'll leave that up to you guys on the
I
table.
mean, this is the cost of it. Strauss will
Yes, this is the mental
participate.
cost of doing this and going through everything.
Well, yeah. I mean, just looking at I have really bad sanity, so me doing it would make the highest chances, of this. And you have really high sanity, so
Yeah, I'm really sane.
So you'd be losing extra power because you'd be continuing to fail or succeed or whatever. Interesting. What's your sanity, Strauss?
My sanity is currently 54.
Okay, so I do have the lowest. So
And my power is currently 13. So we all going to lose 3 powers straight up?
You'll lose 3 permanent power. Yes.
Yeah, okay. And then we need to expend 10 willpower between us all.
Between you all. But remember,
That regains.
you don't have to do it if you don't want to, but it's better if you all do.
Yeah,
So I just want to
but willpower
try to make that clear.
Yeah, willpower gets regained when you sleep, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not so bad. We cannot split up. We can't some of us lose a little bit of power. We're all losing 3 power if we participate. I'm willing to participate.
Sorry, it's 3 permanent power between them. Excuse me, not each individual.
Wow. Oh, that's
That's a
awesome.
lot.
That's
a lot
way better.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Right, we're cool. Good.
So what do we get sitting at power wise?
I have 14 power, so
14?
I can.
What's Duffy got?
I have 14. It is my second. I'm charisma and power based, so it would hinder my
What is
tender.
your 10? I mean, I'm willing to give up 1 too.
Yeah. I can
So if us 3 give up 1 power each.
I'll give up 4 willpower.
Can we figure this out after we do it, or does it have to be now?
It's got to be now.
Okay.
Okay, so one power between Agnes, Duffy, and Strauss each. 1 power each.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
And Duffy said he'd be willing to give up 4 willpower damage, or take 4 willpower damage.
Yeah, that was when I thought I wasn't taking a
No, I mean, I'll
point
take
of power, but I'm still down to do it.
I mean, I'll take 3 willpower point damage. because that just
4, 3.
regenerates.
So that's 7.
And you can
I
take,
can contribute to that.
take
Too.
like 2, and I can take 1.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to mark this down.
So take that all now.
Jeez.
As you guys begin this chant, you begin this ritual.
Oh, that also affects your ×5 score.
It
Yeah,
Yep.
it does.
Yep. Yep.
So, but you know when you
Thanks,
guys all got that.
Duffy.
I mean, I've got it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
You guys begin this ritual. You are chanting. You get to the point where, in the ritual step, you need to slit this man's throat into the bowl. Who is doing
Strauss is
that?
probably doing it. I mean,
So
I don't
then
know.
you're
your
gonna be.
guys'
You'll be
histories.
leading. You'll be leading the ritual then.
Oh, it's the leader. Oh, so then it's him.
I think it'd be.
Okay,
I'll do it.
he's-
So
I'll do it.
reflex, give me a sanity roll to activate as we do this.
And by the way, I'm holding this with like a little rag, like the knife.
That's fine.
Okay, just in case it matters. All right, sanity roll. Here we go. I've never
I
wanted
hope
to
you
fail
fail.
more. Yeah,
99.
I'm attempting. That is a 12. That is a success.
Okay. Do you want to pay one permanent power to pass?
I mean, I have to. Let's do
Okay.
it.
So you
Yeah.
lose another point of power
Yeah, I didn't lose one originally, but now I'm losing one.
as
else.
you
Wow.
begin this ritual. We see the incense and the smoke are starting to fill the room. The only light here is the candles. As we're going through, you guys are saying these things, calling out to Nyarlathotep, and then it comes to the point where you need to slit this person's throat. I need everybody to make me a sanity test right now, even if you're adapted to violence. Oh, sorry. If you being adapted to violence has no effect on that sand test. So if you are adapted to
I
violence.
mean, I don't. Think...
Whoever automatically you automatically fail if you're killing this person.
Oh,
If
okay.
you're doing it, you automatically
okay.
fail.
I don't
so,
roll. All right.
Okay. You are going to lose 8 sanity as you slit this old man's throat and the blood starts to fill this basin.
8 sanity. Holy
8.
shit. Okay. So
So
I
What
that's
did
gonna
everybody,
give you an
so
advantage
what did everybody
temporary-
else roll?
Yeah.
So you said we don't have to roll for adapted to violence?
If you no, you're just going to take 1. if you're
Okay,
adapted
I'm
to
just trying
violence.
to. I picked the seasoned agent thing. I'm trying to see if I'm supposed to have been adapted to violence.
Okay, I
But
thought you
think-
picked something else.
Well, I'm looking at the descriptions of the things really quick.
What did you roll, Agnes?
I rolled a 90 over 67.
Okay,
so.
you are going to take 4 points of sanity damage.
Okay.
Jim Duffy?
69 over 50.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ. We're all failing.
Okay,
You're going to take 10 points of sanity damage.
That brings me under my breaking point.
Do you want to project? Remember, you can project on a bond, and you can lose a d6 off of it, I think it was. So you're still going to take sanity damage, but you'll also take willpower damage as well. And you'll project it onto a bond. So you'll take willpower damage, and the bond score will take damage.
So, I had a willpower of 14. I just took 4 willpower damage, so it's now 10. My breaking point is 42. So I would need you to roll at least a 2 to 3 on the d10, but it would still fuck my willpower.
Well, you'd roll a d6 to take off of that.
Oh, it's a d6.
Yeah, you roll a d6 and take it off.
But then don't you take that amount in willpower damage?
Yes,
So
and
if
you
I
take
roll
it in the bond
6,
score. True. Yeah, but yeah.
I'm going... Do I need to pick my bond right now?
Yeah, you would take the damage to it now. What did you figure out, Strauss?
what I figured out is what I'm thinking is
I'll give you time to think.
one of the 2 damaged veteran things I was going to pick between. One of them is adapted to violence. I didn't pick that one.
Cool.
I picked the hard experience. Don't start adapted to violence, so I need to roll my sanity right
Yeah,
now.
you do. Motherfucker!
Motherfucker. Pass 40.
You take 1 point of sanity damage, so
1
you're
point
still
of
there.
sanity damage.
All right. So let's cut back over. Strauss, you're
Yes.
good.
Okay.
Agnes, you gonna take those 4?
I took the 4. I took it.
Reflux. How about you, bud?
So just to remind myself on the mechanics here, I roll a d6 to project it onto a bond.
Yes.
That bond and my willpower take that much
Yes.
damage, and then the remaining is sanity.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to project this onto my cat.
Okay.
My cat is a bond, and unfortunately,
Fuck, that's fucked up.
I know it is. It
All
is
right.
fucked up.
Feel
I'm
that
gonna go
going.
home and pet my cats. Yeah. So here we go. Nice. 4 off of the damage.
Yeah, so you take 4 points of sanity damage. You take
Wait, 4 or 4 off? How much
So
did you
I
start?
had it was 8, so
Oh,
it's
okay.
4 off, yeah.
So you take 4 points of willpower damage, and then 4 points to your score with your cat.
Yeah, okay. That's what happened.
Since it's such a large and important amount of sanity loss, I'm going to project it onto a very large and important bond, which is his immediate nuclear family, his wife, his
Okay.
kids.
Okay. Give me that D6 roll. You need a D6? Here you go.
Thank you. Appreciate that. 2.
Okay.
So I reach a breaking point.
You
So
Well-
I'm at 42.
Then more importantly, you hit temporary insanity.
you hit temporary insanity,
Oh.
more importantly. Anytime you lose 5 or more, you become temporarily insane.
So I was looking at this. I guess breaking point is just going to give him a new disorder, but I
Right.
guess the more immediate.
The temporary insanity one is what's going to be the issue.
So do you have that page up?
I will get to it.
I can tell you which one it is.
It's what, fight, flight, or...
Page 69. It's a flee, struggle, or submit.
I know which one makes sense to me, but if I have to roll for it,
No, what will make sense for you?
I think submit or struggle. I mean, it's not going to be flee.
Okay, so you
If
submit.
If
You guys
Nyarlathotep
see
is on the couch.
You see Jim Duffy getting lost in this trance as his eyes, like, he just, like, kind of glaze over, and he's, like, getting really into this chanting.
Oh, no.
I love this because
I need you all to read out the piece of paper I gave you in unison as you summon Nyarlathotep into this world.
From the darkening void to the light nuclear chaos of the father of us all, he comes dressed in night, atop the 7 golden stairs of cold Kadath. Nyarlathotep, come out to me. Yeah, Nyarlathotep. Yeah, Nyarlathotep. I hunger Nyarlathotep.
All of the lights go out in this room.
I got chills.
Everything is pitch black, and you see 2 amber eyes emerge from the darkness, and you see the vague outline of a chin as this being stands in front of you, and you just hear in this voice that almost shatters your existence, just... I need everyone to give me a sanity check right now.
So when you reach your breaking point, your current goes down to your breaking
It's
point.
it's your power minus 10. Is that what it is?
no, your new breaking point is your power, or is your current sanity minus your
Power score.
willpower?
Yes.
Minus
or no,
your
it-
willpower?
No, it's your power score.
Power score, yeah, okay. That's not good.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Rather bad.
Can't believe you've done this.
Okay.
Okay, here's a very, very important sanity test.
Oh, that's so good. That was a... Fuck! I rolled so good.
Oh my god, it was between a 20 and a 60, and it was right on the crack, and it rolled to the 60.
No.
And I would have made it with the 20. That was fucked.
All right,
It was
so
Nyarlathotep
I
was
fail
in
as
it.
well.
So, anybody pass?
The nudge of fate.
I critically failed.
Dude, that
You
is
take
fun.
8 points of sanity damage.
Fuck me, dude.
Agnes, you take 5 points of sanity damage. You take 5 points of sanity damage there, Mr. Reflux. And you take 4 points of sanity damage, Duffy. Does anybody hit a breaking point again?
Well, I hit one for the first time, and you said
Okay.
8 points of sanity damage?
Yes.
So I hit temporary
Yeah, so
insanity.
you just stop and stare at this thing.
Well, I mean,
The only
he might...
2 people who can continue this are probably going to be Agnes and Reflux.
I mean, so are you saying that my temporary insanity is I submit? Or
any agent who goes temporarily
Oh,
insane
from-
shuts down in a complete
Okay.
helpless fugue.
Gotcha.
Just
It's for
staring,
this.
and you're just in helpless awe at this. Like, you're now starting to see more like outlines of this figure in dark, but this man is just made of just pure darkness.
Okay, yeah.
Agnes and reflux, you guys keep chanting.
By the way, I hit a breaking point.
Did you?
Yes.
You stare in awe then too.
Wow.
You're out of it. Agnes, you're the only one left.
Nope.
Do you keep chanting?
I keep chanting.
You guys see Agnes just keep chanting, and you just see this man just start like... and he just fades away into nothingness as you finish this chant. And you look over into one of the mirrors, and you see a woman staring at you in elderly or like older 1920s garb.
Like
and
old or young?
Young woman
Young
that
woman.
you assume from your diary, like...
Is Isabel?
And she just looks at you and smiles, and then she disappears in the mirror.
Okay. I kind of picture like Isabel like holding this guy's head like throat over the bowl, like chanting and like completing it, like getting as much blood in this bowl as possible.
Yeah, you guys, you're just like soaked in blood, and you just like drop the guy onto the floor, and then the house goes completely silent, and it feels like this aura has completely gone from the house. We see you guys snap out of whatever fugue state you were in as this completes, and I think we'll figure out what you guys are going to go through, like what disorder you get when we do our like your singular sessions.
Yeah.
We'll discuss that all there. But you guys are staring at this scene, and it feels different in this house. Like there is nothing. Yeah, everything feels like nothing. Like you're not creeped out. You're not anything like that.
So
You
Wow.
all regain 6 sanity back from completing this
Nice.
mission,
Holy
or completing this ritual and
Shnikes.
banishing the Dark Man.
freaking did it. Holy
That's
moly.
crazy.
So quit. I guess I can figure this stuff out. Well, you know what? Maybe it's relevant for everybody. So when you reset your breaking point, does it go from your previous breaking point, or does it go from what your sanity was reduced to?
I think that's what your previous breaking point was.
Okay,
It's your breaking
cool.
point minus your
Cool.
power. So
Cool.
we see this scene of like Agnes dropping. How does Agnes react to this? What is going through her head as she like finishes this off? She's like holding this old man's throat, like shaking the last remnants of blood out of it, and just drops him on the ground. What's going through her head?
She probably like and all the candles go out and
Yeah,
and
it's
then,
complete like pitch black in this house.
okay.
Maybe even now we see like some of like the overhead lights just like starting
like
to flicker. Maybe even the candles start to like relight now after
Okay.
all of this.
And she kind of like once the lights come back on, and she's like still holding like this guy's hair like over this bowl, and she looks around at like all of these guys just snapping out of like whatever they're going through, and she just kind of like looks around, like just like drops the guy because he's now like an object. He's
Yeah.
no longer like a person, and then she like takes out her phone, flips it, and calls Director West.
Ooh, badass.
Is it when she
That's badass.
drops the body? I feel like that would kind of like
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Strauss just like kind of goes robot mode. Like if you've ever like kind of hit like a weird moment of shock, and you're just like,
Absolutely.
okay, I'm just like I just got to keep going. He just immediately goes to like the gas can and starts just dumping it in rooms.
Okay.
Starts pouring a little, like blows the candles out so you don't
Right.
light it up right now. But then
You
douses
guys
the guy.
leave
down.
okay, so you're gonna leave the body here.
Might as well.
I don't know
So-
if that was the plan, but that is Strauss's like he just dumps gas.
So
in
you
the
guys
body.
light the house on fire.
Yeah, while he's doing that, after a little bit, once Steffi recovers, he's going to go to the range and blow out the pilot light and crank the gas on the range.
Okay, perfect. I
And
think
then
we
find
see.
like an egg timer or
I
something.
take the bowl and knife. We should probably archive that shit.
Okay, you can drop it out the green box.
Yeah.
Okay.
exactly.
So I think we see that you guys are doing all like you guys snap out of it. No, like you,
Oh, and the
you
notepad.
just boom, boom, boom. You guys start going through everything you need to do to get this house, like to do what you need to do. I think we end with the lasting shot of you guys getting into the car. I think that Agnes calls Director West. What do you say to Director West? Like you call what?
I just probably she'll probably keep it short, and she'd just be like, wait till Director Wentz answers, and then she'd be like, it's done, and then hang up and help these
Perfect.
guys.
And I think we see that, like, you standing in the middle of all this, just saying, it's done, hang up. And then we cut to you guys just throwing gas, standing outside of this house, like, you know, I don't know if you, like, finish a cigarette and flick it into it, or you guys just, like, light, like, a Zippo and throw it in, or...
What I'm imagining is, like, these guys gather shit up, they're getting in the car, leave the garage, and Strauss has made a trail into the backyard.
Okay.
And, like, just lights in the backyard and goes around the house to meet him.
Gotcha. I think that we fade out on that scene, and we fade up on, like, a news broadcast in Ellensburg, talking about, like, the night of mayhem where this crazy guy, like, shot up a house. There was no one inside, but, like, he shot up this random house, like, burned another building down, and then was, like, making all these threats, and then across town another building blew up, and they're like, maybe it was tied to the same guy. And they're trying to, like, work it in that it might have been some sort of domestic, like, you know, neo-Nazi attack or some sort of right-wing attack that happened. And Delta Green is, like, worked in this backstory to cover all this up. And I think we see you guys... Are you going back to Yakima, I'm assuming?
We have to get up all the evidence, any evidence that were there, with any information on how to start this ritual again.
Yeah, I think you guys get all that. We cut to you guys at the green box, kind of putting everything in there, looking at each other and knowing, like, until next time kind of thing. Yeah. Like, do you guys say anything to each other, knowing that this is probably where you're going to break apart?
No offense, but I hope I don't see any of you for a long time.
I just say, fuck, and I just walk away.
Yeah, I think definitely it's just been too much. He's probably not even gonna, like, let's say if it's the next day or something, like, he has his bags, he has a hotel room. If he was bunked up with someone, he's gonna, like, if they're asleep or in the shower or something, he's just gonna go. He's just gonna go home.
I kind of picture Agent Agnes, like, being the last one to leave to take everything in. Like, that was her first mission. She had to, like, finish it herself. Like, she had no backup.
Poetic, I guess. 100%. It's amazing that worked out.
So she'd probably, like, watch Strauss leave, watch Acid Reflux leave, watch Duffy leave, and then just kind of, like, take it in and just, like, take a breath and then, like, get in her car and go back to the airport.
And I think the last thing we see is the sheriff in Ellensburg, and he's like on the phone with somebody. He's like, you're telling me that there's no Agent No, I talked with an Agent Agnes from the FBI. Are you fucking telling me that they don't exist? Like, no, that's bullshit. And you hear this voice on the other end, and it's just like, I'm sorry, sir, I don't tell you. Like, we checked our database. There is nobody named like, we don't have an Agent Agnes. Like, can you give me a first name? And he's like, well, no, it's just Agent and he's just, like, getting flustered, like, he's like, all right, well, you know, thanks a lot, and just hangs up the phone. And you see him just, like, sitting there, he's like, fuck! And he's just, like, so pissed off, and I think we fade out from there.
Dude.
Oh,
wow.
We freaking did it. Oh, my
Good job,
God.
guys.
No one died.
Wow.
Yeah, we survived.
Next episode, we're going to break down the season and all, or this arc, so stay tuned for that. And then, so thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.
So good.
Here we go.
I'm so sorry. What is this? How do I say this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3.
From the darkling void to the blind nuclear chaos of the Father of all, he comes dressed in the night, atop the 7 golden stairs of cold Kadath. Nyarlathotep, come unto me. Ya, Nyarlathotep. Ya, Nyarlathotep. I hunger, Nyarlathotep.
We should do it without laughing.
That's true. We should.
If you guys want to try it again,
All right, let's try it again.
Okay.
I agree.
I laughed.
We should decide on a pronunciation.
All right, but that's an outtake.
I just say Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathotep.
I just mush my syllables together.
Nyarlathotep.
Yeah,
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.